Hello and welcome. My name's Todd McLeod, and I am tenured faculty in Computer Information Technology at Fresno City College. I'm also adjunct faculty at California State University Fresno in Computer Science. Out at CSUF Fresno, I teach web programming and advanced web programming to graduate students in computer science and also upper division undergraduate students in computer science. At Fresno City College, I teach creating websites, HTML and CSS, along with like data-driven websites. Those are like the two web classes among other classes I teach at Fresno City College. So I've been involved in the web since 1996. That's like 2 decades, which means I'm old. and I've been teaching. I started teaching web programming and all that in 2001. So I'm super excited to make these videos and share with you all of the information I've gathered over the years about how to do web programming, how to create websites, and what is the best way to do that. It can be confusing, right? There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of different places you could learn things. Some people want to teach you, a certain stack, certain technologies. Other people want to teach you different technologies. There's like jQuery, there's Bootstrap, there's different frameworks and plugins and editors, and it's just like there's all these choices to make. And so I am definitely going to give you my opinion on what the best choices are, but it's an informed opinion. It's an opinion based upon having been in this game for 20 years. And it's an opinion that's been formed by teaching, at all levels of the college and university, all the way up to graduate students in computer science. And so I really think that this training is the best training you could take anywhere. I also try to really bring a lighthearted quality to my trainings, so that in my courses, so that we could have a good time. And so I just, I try to always approach it with some humor and put the jokes in and just have a few laughs. And I like to think of it kind of like you and I sitting on my back porch with our laptops, having a couple of beers and just banging away and laughing and seeing what we could get to work. So that's kind of how I approach teaching, which is kind of funny for students when they get me out at the university. And I'm like, let's make something, let's do something, let's have fun. They're like, whoa, this is not at all like my other theory-based textbook classes. So I like to have a good time. All right, so yeah, I'm going to teach you the fundamentals. This is the last thing I want to say. I'm going to teach you the fundamentals. So there are things like Bootstrap and jQuery if you're doing JavaScript, and you could bring in these different frameworks, and we're not going to get into that. I'm going to teach you the holy trinity of web programming. I'm going to teach you 2 parts of it. So the holy trinity of web programming is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So in this course, you're going to learn HTML and CSS, right? And that's what you need to know. And if you know that, if you really know that well, then you don't need anything else. That's what you need. And if you know that well and you go and you use something else like Bootstrap, then you'll understand what Bootstrap is doing. And if Bootstrap isn't doing what you want it to do, or if it breaks, or if you want to do something which Bootstrap can't do, you know how to do it. So that's what you're going to learn in this course, HTML, CSS, and you're going to learn it from me. And hopefully I'm going to have a good time. I hope you do too. So welcome to class. I'm glad you're here. I'm super excited. This is fantastic and amazing that I could share this with everyone in the world, right? I mean, we are in this amazing time in history where I could be sitting here and make these trainings and anyone in the world can access them. And that's the internet. That's the World Wide Web. And so we're going to learn all about that. I'm going to teach you the fundamentals, the foundations, the difference between the internet and the World Wide Web, Tim Berners-Lee, ARPANET, the whole deal. And a bunch of interesting stories from the tech industry. I'll tell you how Git started and how Linus Torvalds, the creator of Linux, like totally decimated and destroyed everybody else in the version control software industry. So you're going to learn all that. You're going to learn GitHub, the whole deal. It's going to be great. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Let's get started.